David, in the last video we really talked about some really key elements, and I really think that people are going to be a little overwhelmed, and they're going to say, how am I going to actually get this done?
Right.
How do I turn these ideas, how do I turn this excitement into an actual innovation program?
Right.
I think part of the first step is thinking and asking yourself, how ready, how primed is my organization? Culturally, are we prepared to take that step? And we created an innovation quiz, so to speak, an organization innovation assessment. It's in the appendix of the book. We really encourage people to start there.
Right, and just rip it out, take it, record your results. Feel free to share them with us as well. I think the way that folks get started on that too is by small steps, right? We don't expect you to have an innovation program up and running in a month. That's an impossible task. What we do expect you to do is take small steps towards that happening, like a suggestion box in your hallway. Take that tired one out of there that just has cobwebs and gum wrappers in it, and actually put it online, make it an online form that goes into a database, and start collecting and disseminating that information. And a big part of that is Mike's model, which we talk about, which is Mike Mitchell, who was a mentor to you and a mentor to me, and literally hundreds of other people across the spectrum of nonprofits in the United States. And Mike inspired us with his model. And that model actually has driven, at the American Cancer Society, over $4 million in revenue and tens and thousands of volunteer engagement hours.
And his model starts out by saying you have to intake, you have to get ideas into the pipeline.
Right.
You have to review them against your organization's needs to make sure that anything you're looking at is going to drive value.
Right.
Develop a business case, really suss out what is this idea going to look like, what's it going to do. And after you do that, identify the ones with the most value and launch them. Launch them as limited prototypes, see how well they fare, and then evaluate their successes or their failures. So you're either going to get great learning or you're going to get success out of it. Either way, it's a win-win.
Definitely. And I think, a lot of people get intimidated. We talk about these large organizations, but size doesn't matter at the end of the day. What matters is the innovation process that these nonprofits are doing. Two great examples are Meals on Wheels and More. They obviously serve an elderly population with their program, and they noticed a need for an Alzheimer's clinic for actually people to be in there and have day, care basically for their loved ones and family members who have this disease. And so they did it. They tested it, they opened it, they did a trial run, and now it's a thriving center for helping folks with that disease over on the east side of Austin. The other great one that I love is the Capillary Food Bank. It's a mid-sized food bank when you look around the nation, but they are using technology in amazing ways. They did an interactive food hunger map that actually shows on a map points of where people are hungry, points of where food is in Central Texas. And people are able to look at that and figure out where to fund, where funders should spend money, where grants should go based on that map.
And what you're talking about in those two examples were small and medium-sized organizations that bootstrap. I mean, we're talking about thinking like a startup. You've got to say and scrape together your resources. You have to have a strong passion, and you have to get a lot of enthusiasm going forward from as many people as possible. Startups are effective because they have high levels of dedication throughout the incubation process. So when you're looking at starting an innovation process, an innovation program at your organization, you just have to know you need to be patient and you need to be persistent. And I think going off of that, we really would like to see and hear from the people who are reading the book and who buy the book. Engage with us on Facebook. Send us the information. Send us the data points. Ask us questions about how we can help you get your innovation program up and running. Tell us about the challenges and let us be a resource.
Definitely. This book isn't a one-way form of communications. We want to write this book, have you guys check it out and read it, and then keep talking to us about these issues.